Join me for a little practice session today. We're gonna practice Mozart Clarinet Concerto. So have fun with this video. If this is something that interests you, stick around until the end of this video. There's a lot to learn. So I just arrived at the opera. This is an evening practice session. During the day I was working on clarinetmasterclass.com. You for sure know this is my program. We have promotion week this week, so if you didn't join yet, make sure to join right now. So I'm in the evening in the Opera House now in our beautiful rehearsal room here. It's quite a big room and I'm quite lucky to be able to practice here. So let's start. So as I don't have too much time, I will not spend too much time with warm-up as well. So I have this guy here. For me, I also think warm-up is a little bit overrated, So as soon as your air is developed and your air is going, you don't even have to warm up your lip muscles and finger muscles too much. Like everything will become warm during the practice session. But the most important is that before I now play the clarinet, I warm up my air. Okay, so that's really the most important thing for me. So I will take a couple of breaths through the breath builder. Okay, so I feel already more ease coming into the breathing. So I really want it to flow easily and in a relaxed way. Now, lately I've discovered a new way to find even more breathing in with the back in this exercise with the breath builder. So I actually will do this right now. It looks a bit funny. So it's like putting the knees together like with X legs, okay, and going forward with the upper back, basically. And don't slouch with the back. It's like going forward and slightly arched back, and the knees press together. This activates the lower muscles of the support, basically, to be always active and to the outside. Yeah, you might have heard it already. So the inhalation is really, really strong if you're in this position. So I really love this new exercise. You see, you always continue to learn new stuff, even if you're playing the clarinet already since 20 years and you're an expert with the breath builder. Like I discovered that this works like a couple of weeks ago, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I do this now on a regular basis, so make sure to try it as well, okay? After now I warmed up my air already, I will just blow a couple notes, really relaxed, so to develop air and fill this nice rehearsal room, yeah? See, I don't pay attention to the sound too much. I just want to blow through the instrument, not too hesitant, because I don't want to get tense in the embouchure or start working with the embouchure at all already in the beginning of the practice session. So I go purely based off air, okay? That was my warm-up, whatever, okay? So time is money, or I don't know, depends what your mentality is, but time is precious, okay? So we don't want to spend like 1 hour warming up because we've got stuff to do, okay? We've got stuff to practice, we want to get better on the instrument, so let's dive straight into Mozart and some valuable information. Let's go. Let's see how it goes the first couple bars. not not the best version I've played in my life for sure. Yeah, so I feel I'm still a bit tense with the air. I must admit. Also, a trumpet player of the orchestra just came in, and I got a bit cold with the air again, because we spoke about some project we have coming up soon at the Grand Egyptian Museum. It's going to be an amazing project, like directly at the pyramids. So that's going to be pretty cool. But this means I got a bit cold, okay? So what I will do now is I will do the same thing as before, which is knees together, back bent forward, and then breath builder, okay? And I can put the clarinet between my legs because it's fine, like I have the knees together anyways. Yeah, so let's get some more air going. And I remember we had a masterclass with Joel Cardoso lately on clarinetmasterclass.com, where we went through the Mozart. Two members of the community played in the masterclass, and Joel Cardoso taught to one member of the community Mozart, okay, the Mozart exposition. And we were speaking about the first couple 8 bars, that you have to be really, really careful with the 8-note pauses and the pauses that are written in general, okay? So to not go through it like, because then in essence you're not respecting what is written. So you have to be very careful with to actually do the pauses. So that's what I would like to focus on right now. Also here, this one, pausa, to not play through it. Okay, one more time. I generally like to play these first 8 bars on one breath. Many clarinetists take a breath in the middle, but I don't really like this. I like to make the phrases like as long as possible, and yeah, just go for it. Because if you do it like this, the first page becomes pretty much straightforward with the in-breaths. You're gonna take like 2 in-breaths until you reach the trill. So breathing wise, it would be the first thing that I would do is breathe 4 beats in. And here I will take the next big breath for around 3 beats. And I try to not have still air, to never have still air. Like either I'm blowing out or I'm breathing in, but I don't have a moment where there's no movement in my lungs, okay? So basically I play, like, okay, so it was like, so I either played or I breathed in, but I didn't have a moment of stillness. I feel always in this moment of stillness where you don't do anything with the air, we tend to get a risk to get into this feeling of choking, into this feeling of having still used up air in our lungs. So for me, the number one way to solve this issue was to always move with the air. Okay, to always have either blowing out or breathing in, but not just having stagnant air somewhere in your lungs. And for this, also this tool, okay, the breath builder, it helps so much because it actually allows us to get comfortable with always keeping the air going. Either we breathe out, or we breathe in, okay? Out, in at all times. So I try to take exactly this feeling also to the clarinet playing. So here it's really important to count exactly right. To not be too long or too short. So, to sing either 8 notes or 16 notes if you're fast enough with the brain, just to subdivide this long note basically. And the way I like to phrase this bar is to give a first impulse of air until we reach the high C, and then change the color right before the high C and start a new phrase from there. So, and to cut with the tongue there, and then start with a new color and descend down, okay? I feel it's quite nice because it allows us to connect this phrase to the next phrase. Because if we, let's say we have the high point, the high energy point somewhere here, the next thing becomes a separate phrase. But if I change the color onto here, then I can connect those two phrases together. So I go and this allows me to not lose the tension in this pause, because most auditioners will probably lose the tension there. So this can like maybe put you in the top 2%, I don't know, of people that will play pause. To read ya da 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 ya da 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 da, to take this in breath into the tension, in the tension, to keep the tension. So yeah, that's what I like to think about there. And then here, it's quite important. So many people fail in exactly this passage, like me the first time when I played it now. But what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna cut after the second note, and you're gonna cut very early. So that's at least what I do. And then what you're gonna do, da ra da 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 da. You're gonna start with these, the articulation, and you're gonna go more into the direction of T's the more you go down, because you might know already when you have been watching this channel that you need to even out the registers on the clarinet. So you need to be more punchy in the low register than in the high register. So you need to do this everywhere in music. So you start da 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 da. Okay? So that's quite important. Start with these and then more and more into this ta 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 articulation in order to get a more punchy way when you go down. And then this cutting also buys you time. It buys you time to control the D. because like this, you will have one extra control point in this passage. You will have da 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 da, and the D will come with precision and with control, which is quite important. Yeah, and here also we have to think about how we're going to phrase this. So we can think about it like opera style. This would be an option. Basically, so like two people speaking with each other in that sense. You could also think about it in a way like opening crescendo and closing off, which would be in essence the same thing, just formulated a little bit different. But in both cases, you would go to the F and then relax towards the high C. So bum, 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 bum. And here, to come back with energy. And then land, like land in a new color on the D. So that we can open up on the D again. And now the first time I played it, I did, I don't know, a mistake. I used to do this mistake a lot of times before, but after I've been watching Angel Martin Mora's new course on clarinetmasterclass.com, which we published around 3 weeks ago, basically, in module 10, he really discussed deep, the first 3 lines of Mozart concerto. And he said basically that we need to skip this E. That it's not desirable to give an accent on this E, which many people do intuitively, but I think he's really right. So harmonically, it doesn't make sense there to make an accent, okay? And here, I think it's very important to go down. Da 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 da. So that we can play the upper part here a little bit more expressive, and that we have the evening out of the registers, because the evening out of the registers is so important on the clarinet, because the upper register is in itself more punchy. This is like the tendency of the upper register, and the lower register like a bit diffuse and not too persistent. So we need to do exactly the opposite of what we would like to do. So it's like, so here I go, and then and then really go for it when we go down there. So and here also Joel Cardoso mentioned this on clarinetmasterclass.com in a masterclass, that you need to be expressive on this F sharp. And then the trill, really make sure to count it so correctly. And the resolution, yada-da, 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 in 16th notes, to not be like 30 seconds or something. And also one thing that I learned in Jörg Wiedmann's masterclass in Zurich one time, which was to give a second boost of air on the two of the trill. So it's like to not lose the energy on the trill. So that you go with the air a little bit more into the and like this you're gonna keep the energy basically. So quick interruption from the practice video. It will continue in a second. Don't worry. I just want to tell you something, okay? We have promotion week going on at clarinetmasterclass.com this week, okay? So the link is down in the description below for this. Let me tell you something, okay? So clarinetmasterclass.com is the best clarinet education platform on the planet. It will continue to be the best one, not by a little bit, but by far, okay? That's the whole goal. Like every clarinetist in the world will need this at some point in their life in the future. Now comes the catch. So after this promotion week, we are going up in price forever. So right now we are at $39 a month. And after this week, we will go up to $49 a month. And we will never go back down to the $39 a month anymore. So now is your last possible chance to lock in the price of $39 a month. On top, you'll get a 30% discount if you enter the coupon code LAST chance. Last chance, all small, all together is the coupon code for this promotion week in order to get 30% on top. So you'll end up paying $27 if I did the math correctly for the first month. Most people go yearly, but if you would like to go monthly, that's what you're gonna end up paying in the first month. This is less than the value, than the price of a black coffee per day. This is less than one box of reeds per month. Less than the price of one box of reeds per month, that all of your future reeds, all your life will sound better and with more control. Fair enough? I think so. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about what you will get inside of Clarinet Masterclass. So inside of Clarinet Masterclass, you will get access to my full course about clarinet technique. Okay, so this will be staccato. You will not see it here, everything clearly, but I'm on the website here. You will see this also on the website if you go down to the link down in the description below. Okay, so it starts with staccato exercises, breathing exercises, clarinet excerpts, long tones, finger exercises, etudes, embouchure, interviews. Inside of the staccato exercises, you have, for example, the articulation basics course. Then I go to closé staccato exercise, the best oul exercises, etc. Really important articulation frameworks that every clarinetist must have heard of, especially also using the 4 types of articulations in their playing. Okay, then breathing exercises. Okay, you will go get yourself the breath builder. You will go and do these 7 breath builder exercises, which by itself will already transform your playing by, I don't know, 2x, 3x, I don't know. I've seen people clarinetists do extreme transformations with the breath builder and these 7 exercises alone. Okay, so breathing, big fundamentals with the breathing bag as well. I go to a couple of clarinet excerpts, long tones, the way I would suggest to practice long tones, also very specific exercises that you can start implementing today, tonight, and have a new practice routine tomorrow, a practice routine that actually works, okay, that actually gets your result, that actually gets complete control over your clarinet playing. Then you get finger exercises, finger frameworks of what the fingers actually do in order to sound musical and not robotic. Okay, so in etudes, I go through how embouchure works, a secret embouchure stretch as well that no one knows. Literally, I know this, and I think no one knows this. Okay, so make sure to go watch this. Okay, so you get access as well to all recordings of the live workshops that we already have, like for example the articulations workshop. Get here also some graphics that I usually do as a handout for the articulation workshops. They usually take 1 hour, and it's really interesting to hear the questions that the members have. And yeah, so as you already heard now, the members, okay, this is a membership. This is a membership, and we are a community. We are a community of good clarinetists that want to go from good to great on the clarinet fast, and that are motivated to go from good to great on the clarinet fast. Great meaning getting rid of all technical problems on the clarinet and getting 100% control over the clarinet. So this is just one aspect of Clarinet Masterclass, okay? This is my course. So now comes aspect number 2, which will be other courses of famous clarinetists. So here's, for example, the first one that we already filmed with Angel Martin Mora. This is how to win auditions. You will get this one, which is value $147, sold separately. You will get it for free if you join during this promotion week this week, okay? So in the price of $27 that you're going to pay, okay, one black coffee a day, is going to be your bonus included, which is going to be $147 worth already. So that's going to stack on top. We are going to do even more courses with famous clarinetists in the future. So planned is a course with Joel Cardozo about clarinet technique basics, and with Ruben Mirzoyan about the world of German clarinet. Okay, if this sounds interesting for you, make sure to join at the cheaper price to get access to these courses in the future as well. Okay, so now we come to the third pillar of Clarinet Masterclass. Third pillar of Clarinet Masterclass are masterclasses, actual masterclasses with famous clarinetists. So next up, we're going to have Angel Martin Mora. We already had Joel Cardozo. I already mentioned this a couple of times. Next one is Angel Martin Mora. Then we're going to have Matteo Mastromarino on from Finnish radio, from Finland. Okay, thank you, Matteo, for doing this. A really, really great clarinetist, as well as Angel Martin Mora, who already produced a course for clarinetmasterclass.com. Then we have Ruben Mirzoyan coming on in December. We have Szymon Parulski from Poland coming on in January. And we have Céline Girol. Okay, you 100% know Céline Girol. She's quite famous in the clarinet world. She has 11,000 subscribers on YouTube, 120,000 on Instagram. She will come on as well. You will get to meet all of those people, and you will get to meet one new famous clarinetist each month, and you will get to learn from those people. How amazing is this? Okay, and this was just the third pillar of clarinetmasterclass.com. The fourth thing you will get is another bonus, which is a 30-minute free clarinet lesson together with me. I'm 100% sure that at some point I will discontinue giving free lessons in the future, but you are still getting this bonus this week. So already the bonus, okay, a 30-minute lesson with me is worth $70. So this bonus alone will more than double what you are paying for the first month. So I think it's literally a no-brainer to join right now. By the way, in case you forgot, the coupon code is last chance, and the link is down in the description below. Now we come to the next pillar, which is pillar number 5 of clarinetmasterclass.com, which is the community. This is the heart of this membership. We have a community app, okay? Directly after signing up, you will join this app. You will get a link. I will send you an email with the link for this app, and you will see all members on this app. These will be your future colleagues. These will be your future friends. These will be the people that will also be in these live workshops and will ask questions. You can chat along each other, okay? So there's a chat function also in the app where you can chat together, and you can post questions, you can post specific videos, you can post questions in text form, whatever. But now comes the cool thing. We have practice challenges going on to hold you accountable for practicing correctly. So many times we practice incorrectly and we don't make the progress. So I'm making amazing practice challenges. I'm leading them inside of the Clarinet Masterclass app. Okay, if this sounds like something that you would like to take part of, pay very close attention now. So I've recently switched to D'Addario reeds, and I find them quite cool. Okay, so these are as well the ones this was the reed that I was playing in this video. So I think they sound quite nice. I really like them. Okay, so I really like them. Those are D'Addario Classic, D'Addario Reserve Classic. So those are my favorite ones of the D'Addarios. So I can really recommend those. And now comes the cool thing. In the next practice challenge, which will take part 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, you can win $1,050 worth of reeds. Okay, if you're the winner in this practice challenge, you will win 1 year supply. Or if you're quite good with reeds and you don't use so much, you will win 2 years supply of clarinet reeds of D'Addario of your choice. Okay, one winner will walk away with this grand prize. And as well, in order to win, you will have practiced in an effective way for 10 days in a row. So you have like the double win effect, which is, first of all, win really cool prizes, okay? And second of all, practice well, okay? Practice well, getting feedback from other members, getting feedback from me every day, which is quite cool in my opinion. And yeah, is only available at clarinetmasterclass.com. I'm 100% sure that this will benefit you, and it will benefit every other clarinetist, at least intermediate clarinetist out there, okay? So you must have mastered already the basics on the clarinet. So if you don't know what an A flat major scale is, or what these notes might be, it's probably not the thing for you, okay? But if you've mastered the basics on the clarinet and you want to progress to the next level, you want to reach 100% control, which I'm 100% sure I can deliver to you, make sure to sign up. Yeah, it's literally a no-brainer. Last but not least comes the last pillar of clarinetmasterclass.com, which are lessons with me. Now in the next 5 weeks will be the last chance to hop on lessons with me, because I will discontinue selling lessons in the future as of lessons. Okay, I will take a different approach, but it will be more expensive, but also very effective. Okay, but it will require more effort from me as well. But I would like to go this route because I want to be as effective in your transformation as possible. But until 5 weeks from now, I will still let you get lessons with me, and we can also continue if we already started. So I will continue all my existing students, but in the future, after 5 weeks from now, I will not take on any new students that will pay me like lesson by lesson or 5 lessons or 10 lessons packages. Okay, so this is the last chance. If you were thinking, okay, if you were watching these videos, oh, it would be pretty cool if Fabian was my teacher. Yes, this is possible, but just in the next 5 weeks. Okay, so you would have to join right now and contact me and tell me in the 30-minute free lesson that we got together that you want to work together with me, and then we can get this figured out. But 5 weeks from now, first of all, I will be pretty full already from my schedule. Like, my schedule is not unlimited as you might think, and I will go to a different approach, which will be also cool, but I think if you would like the more affordable version, which are lessons, then join right now and go this route, okay? So these were all the pillars from Clarinet Masterclass. I think you know a lot already, and I don't think there's any reason not to join. Coupon code is last chance, all small, all together. Don't forget to type this coupon code at the checkout, okay, on clarinetmasterclass.com. You will find it in the link down in the description below and in the first comment. See you inside of the community app. So I started to get a little bit tense now as well. You guys are making me nervous. So I will take a couple breaths again through the breath builder. So that's really what I want you to do as well, okay? So a couple times during the practice, you see, it's already like 20 minutes now, something like this. And I'm doing this for the 3rd time now. So I want you to do the absolutely same thing, okay? To do it a couple times during the practice. Each time you feel, the lips are working a little bit more than before, go back to the breath builder, okay? This is really a part where you can make a lot of magic in the audition or in the concert, whatever. Okay. And then color change. Because then the orchestra goes yeah. So you get like this impulse, which you should also show a little bit in your melody. So very flat. Okay, and then this gives us the opportunity to then go into this energy, to dip into it. Okay, now completely messed up this one, but yeah, I didn't practice it since quite a while now, because I don't have really an audition right now. But you know what? Let's just get it into the fingers now together, because why not? So how I would practice something like this is with punctuations, okay? Ice cold, just all of the rhythms possible, and go through them, and many times in a row the same rhythm, okay? We start with long, short, long, short, long. This is short, long, short, long, short, long. Then you got as well. Okay, so you got all of those different variations that can help you just get these difficult fingered passage into the fingers. So that's quite important, quite an important technique to get into. So again, pop, 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 dot, 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 and not with impulses of air. So just steered with the tongue. So with the air you think legato, and you just divide it with the tongue, dot, 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 da, with these, dot, 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 da. So you start the note with D, and you end the note with D. And here I like to go really short, and then switch this one. So no accent on this one. So F sharp G. Okay, this one is really important. I used to do this a lot wrong. It's written very, very wrong in many editions. So many editions write so I've even seen soloists, international soloists, playing this interpretation, which is not logical in itself. Because, for example, also in the masterclass that we had on clarinetmasterclass.com with Joel Cardozo, this was the last one that you missed because you're not a member yet, okay? So he shared exactly this, which is that it's actually a normal scale. If you transpose the upper notes into the lower register, you just have a scale continuing until the F sharp G. And then you need to go also to the F sharp here, so you can't really do it otherwise. It's not logical. But the tendency of all people is to do to lose it, okay? So don't lose it here, really go for it. Change the color. So that you can actually do the crescendo. Because if you don't change the color, and you start forte, you don't really have anywhere to go. So it's F sharp G, okay. So that's really important. And then Joel Cardoso also focused on to not rush through these notes, and that's also my opinion, okay? Just mentioning Joel Cardoso so much because this is something you missed, okay? You're missing out on clarinetmasterclass.com. This is promotion week right now. It's the last chance, coupon code is last chance, just so you know, to get an extra 30% discount on top of the price that we have going on right now. After this promotion week, we are going up in price and we will never go back down again. So if you have been thinking about joining, if you think that I might help you and this program might help you, which it will, okay, sign up right now. Link is down in the description below. What are you waiting for? But anyways, so we need to sing these 3 notes. They are very important. Okay? So don't rush through them. Okay, those are very expressive. Also, on the B flat, fill it with 8 notes. So don't be and lose it during the B flat. Okay, that's a mistake many people do. It's detrimental for losing your line, and if you lose your line, you lose the audience. If you lose the audience, you lose your future gig money, okay? So don't lose the audience. The audience is your asset, okay? So I personally like to do the piano, where I did it right now way too little, okay? I should do it more, because I was focused on showing you the other thing, but basically, so that's where I do it. So I focus on singing through before, and then going into the piano, and then building back up from the piano, but not to do too many things with the dynamics here. Just sing until you do the pianissimo, and then really do it pianissimo, not like me right now. So really go for it, and then open back up towards the other thing. So. One, two, three, da 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 dum, bum, bum. Everything to try to play it as much in rhythm as possible. And also, so we have there this dominant chord, which is very full of tension. So make sure to really go for it there. Almost as if you had this gesture in between. Okay, and here also connect the phrases, not no. To not lose the tension, to either breathe out or breathe in with tension, but not stand still. No. Okay, there you will lose it. So pay attention there. And here, it's quite important to start the low G in a different color. The tendency and the habit of most people is to, if we play the 3 notes staccato like this, we want to play the 4th note as well like this, but it's not, okay? The 4th note is in a different color so that we can build a new phrase. To connect first of all these bars and to these individual phrases, to not to start forte, but okay. So I like to do the second one a little bit articulated. It's just my preferred way of doing it. The first one legato, the second one a little bit articulated. I always feel it's good to give versatility. Legato is not easier than staccato, and staccato is not more impressive than legato, okay? Just make the music the way you would like the music to come across, because no professional clarinetist will be impressed by staccato. Okay, it's just normal. So if you feel staccato is gonna make the music better, do it. And if it's not, don't try to impress people with staccato, because it will not impress anyone, okay? So here I rushed a bit through these triplets. So I think those should be really sung out. So that's what I didn't like now too much about the way I played it. But yeah, to the thing before that I played. Here, pay attention that you don't swell up and swell down on the D already, but to have a very gradual approach to this passage. And very flat, one flat line, one flat surface. And here, crescendo. So to prevent that you mess up the next passage, okay? So you crescendo before, so that you don't mess up afterwards, because then you will close everything off here and it will not come. So important that you can relax on the articulation run up and not focus too much on it. Anyways, oh, it's super loud here. I'm so sorry. The opera is full of people. I hope you don't mind. I hope you get value from this video. So let's just continue, even though there are some background noises. I hope you appreciate it. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below. So, and here we do the opposite as before. So we cut with the tongue. And then we go and we go more into these. The higher we go, and we start really punchy. And what I like to do is I like to add one G to make it flow easier. So that's what I do. This is, by the way, the advanced double tongue method that I think I invented. I'm not sure many other people use it, but I don't think they use it very consciously. So I've put it into a course, even it's on clarinetmasterclass.com. You will find it in the double tongue course, which is first of all the double tongue basics and second of all double tongue advanced. Okay, this is the double tongue advanced where you actively decide which notes. Anyways, I will not tell you now all of the secrets. Just go sign up right now. Okay. And then and now many people would breathe. So many people would and start something completely new. But also here you could glue the two phrases together and not breathe, okay? Breathe here. And then keep the tension, okay? Keep the tension, keep the flow going. And here, this is very basic, but many clarinetists do this wrong. So we must phrase to the ya da 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 ya da 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 pa da 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 pa to the third one, always to the third group of 16th notes, and then and the third one is the one where we do the big line. But the first one goes like this. And you can help with articulation. So so that's what I like to do to even help this phrasing, to help to show this phrasing with articulation, okay? So and here you breathe. Here you take the breath, okay? And here you also need to decide if you would like to use a normal fingering for the G or to use basically an overtone fingering for the G. For me personally, I think it blends better if I basically I'd use just the register key, the fourth finger and C sharp, which blends this D in the best, because we don't want this D by accident sticking out. So I would like to decrease this chance. So I will take a fingering which will allow me to decrease this chance, okay? And then on the G, don't start the G. Solo with a new color and then phrase it towards the next bar, okay? Also here, don't breathe, connect the two phrases. So our job is to connect all of the very different things that we got into in this exposition of Mozart, to connect those with glue, which means not to really breathe or to find a really smooth way to breathe in order to help connect these phrases. So and then before the energy part here, you can breathe because it even helps the music, okay? And here, also don't breathe. Okay? Think as if you would continue playing this second quarter note, which you are not, but imagine it would, because this helps to have a more phrased thing, a bigger line, okay? So again. and then again breathe before the low note. And now comes the last part before the cadenza, basically, which is this sucked a little bit, but whatever. It's just a YouTube video in the end. So here you have two options. You can either play the first one less and then the second one more. So you can also play the first one more and the second one less. But the most important thing is that you skip the third C. So you have three Cs. And this is the C that you skip. The third C is the C that you skip. It's the C that you don't accent. So and here is the third C that we're going towards. And here I would like to think very, very, very cleanly. 1, 2, 3, ra, ra. And not anything more. So not ya, and I don't know when to continue, but just. Because I think no one can really say anything against 1, 2, 3, da, da. Okay, it's very, very elegant. And then pay attention that the last F sharp is low enough, not too sharp, because then it will not be in tune. Oftentimes this one is one that is too sharp because we are tired in the embouchure, we are tired with everything, so you can lower a little bit your fingers here, so the first finger and the fourth finger towards the tone holes, so that it gets a little bit more. Yeah, you can influence the tone height by how close the fingers are to the tone holes, and you can do this with straight fingers. Yeah, so with bent fingers it doesn't work too well. But if they are straight, it works quite nicely.